Morning, Granny Crew. It's much warmer today. My temperature gauge says 29. That is quite the difference from yesterday morning at negative 16. It's crazy, a 45-degree swing in a day. But it is what it is. Welcome to Wisconsin. Today's leadership lessons is based around a parable that Jesus gave, and it's Maxwell titles it "Lessons from a Lousy Leader." So even lousy leaders can give insight into what is effective or not effective. So he starts off with one of the things that the lousy leader did wrong was he used his leadership for personal gain. And a good leader cannot use leadership for personal gain. It will eventually be found out, and you'll lose your credibility with your followers and just with the people around you in general. The second one is you can't hide your heart. You have to have integrity as a leader. So, hiding your heart from those around you, if they don't know what you truly feel, then they will lose trust in you. Followers will lose trust. And so, a good leader wears his heart out on his sleeve. The other thing this leader did not do was he did not face reality. As a good leader, you need to be able to face reality, understand the situation that you're in, and address it. Too many leaders live in this world of what they feel is an ideal situation or whatever, and it's just not the reality on the ground. And you hear that a lot, especially like in the military. It's a really common term of the poor leaders don't listen to the boots on the ground. And by not getting that input, not understanding what's happening, you're not facing reality. So you can have all these big lofty ideas, but if you're not listening to what's actually going on, it's not going to continue to work. This leader, in the example, the leader realized once he knew that he was going to be removed from his position that he needed to make some quick changes if he wanted to survive. And so one of the things that he did is he understood the value of relationship. Relationship is probably for me, relationship is one of the key components to being a good leader. If you're not willing to build relationships with your followers, you're not going to be able to instill trust and motivation and all of the other things you need to do with those followers. You have to understand who they are as people. They have to understand who you are as a person. And so that's a key component to being able to effectively lead, is that relationship piece. And then that ties into the next one, which is influence. By having that relationship, it provides you with the ability to influence. You have to be able to influence others. And so in the example that was given, the leader started forgiving debts of people who had owed money because he knew he was going to be removed as leader, but he also knew that if he was able to build relationship, gain some trust, then he would still have some influence when he was removed as leader. And that's something to think about too, is like there's going to be times when you're not placed in the top position, you're not the top leader, but you still have influence, you still can help make decisions, you can guide a organization or a program. And there's a term for that too. It's called leading from the back. So another one is learning the key to motivating others. Keeping in mind that everybody's different. You have guys that'll be motivated by somebody up in their face and yelling at them, and you have other guys that you gotta go at a completely different angle of suggestions and coming alongside and guiding through the process. And so understanding what motivates people is an important quality. And finally, valuing godly leadership. So keeping God in the center of it all, understanding that God is going to provide for those leaders who are within His will, that are doing all of these things, making their decisions, leading their people in a way that makes Him happy, that pleases Him. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy the warm weather today, because I think it's supposed to drop again by tomorrow. And definitely be keeping me in prayers as I'll be traveling to leadership conference. I'll be leaving. My flight leaves at like 5:30 in the morning tomorrow. So love y'all.